What's up, YouTube? Big announcement today, so let's get that out of the way first, since most of you guys don't watch these whole videos, since I tend to ramble and they run long. Anyway, the announcement is that I am now selling these very ramshorn snails on eBay. Not the dead empty shell ones, the live ones. Like this cluster that's eating a piece of food that dropped to the bottom of the tank a little while ago. I'm selling the immature. Let's see if I can get my finger on frame here. I'm selling these size, basically the immature. They're going to be spotted when you get them. They will develop into the large blue ram's horns like you see there, left center of frame. And you can also see that little fry. That's another thing I need to talk about, but first let me finish announcing the snails. So they are for sale on eBay. I'm selling 8 plus, which means I'm going to go for 8, but I'll probably give you 9 or 10 for $15, including free shipping anywhere in the continental US. Basically it works out to about $1 a snail, and then I pay your shipping costs for you, or you pay me for them, whatever. I just figure it's easier to display the whole price up front rather than breaking it down into, oh, $8 for snails and $6.50 for shipping, or whatever it ends up being. So if you guys need ramshorn snails, I would really appreciate it if you would buy them from me. I'll put a link to the listing, eBay listing, in the description below. This channel and my hobby in general basically makes no money, never has. I did get a one-time payment from YouTube once before they changed the rules on how many subscribers you needed to qualify for ad revenue. So right now I have less than 1,000 subscribers, so no matter how many people watch my videos or whatever, I make no money. And this tank is supposed to be breeding for profit, and I haven't made any money off of it yet because of the hemorrhagic septicemia, which almost wiped out all my guppies. So yeah, if you want snails, please buy from me. I really appreciate it. You'd be supporting fellow hobbyists, supporting the channel, etc., etc. Thank you very much. Now let's move on to the guppy portion of this video. So there's the last surviving adult guppy after the hemorrhagic septicemia outbreak. I've waited so long to do an update because I wanted to make sure that it was really gone before I started, you know, saying, oh, it's gone. So basically it's been a couple weeks, I think, at this point. Nobody else has died. The fry are growing well. That's the oldest fry. She looks to be going female. That's the she. That's about a month and a half, like 6 weeks, I believe. That little fry you saw earlier are the next oldest set. They are a few days older, like 5 or 6 days, or sorry, younger. 5 or 6 days younger than that one you just saw. And then that fry there in the middle of the frame, I don't even know if you can see it, it's so small, swimming around the snail shells. That's the newest set of fry, who she just gave birth to probably less than a week ago. So I believe I've counted all of the fish in the tank at this point, and I think there's 8 guppies in here. The one mature female, the 6-week-old female, the 2 like 5.5-week-olds that look like they're going male to me. I can't say 100% yet because they're still pretty small, but their sides are coloring up black, their tails are going full black, and it looks like their anal fins are starting to tuck up, so I'm calling them males. And then there's 4 or 5 little tiny ones that are really hard to count because they're tiny and they don't stay in the same spot. So hopefully between her and her, hopefully she's still holding sperm. She's gonna self-impregnate and give me another batch of fry because she only had like 4 or 5. And then this one, maybe another month or so, will be ready to give birth properly. And hopefully by then, those little males will be old enough to impregnate her, etc., etc. My point is, I should have enough to keep the colony going. And since they're even from different fathers and stuff who died before during the disease, I think there won't even really be inbreeding issues, at least not till way down the line. So that's what's going on with the guppies. Pothos roots, you can see, are going, gangbusters like they have been. These whole strands right here, see how they're all that white? That's all new rootlets coming out. That's a whole new root. That's a whole new root. All this little fine stuff, the white stuff that hasn't turned green yet, that's all new. Some of these mid-range leaves are getting burnt out by having the shop light so close to them, but that's fine. I mean, that's why they're yellow like that. And when they get to the point where they're not contributing to the plant anymore, and you can just easily tug them off by like going lightly like that, just rip them off, and then the plant will put its energy into growing the new leaves, like this kind of stuff. So we're getting a vine coming up from here now. It's coming out of this cluster. This cluster's leaves are getting really big. I'm not sure what's up with this one. I think it's just, I don't know, whatever. I'll pull that one off when it fully rots. Up here, we got the vines growing all over the trellis netting. Same over here. They're wanting to curve down toward the lights, so I'm going to see if I can, like weave them up this way some. But yeah, those are going really well. Snails are obviously doing really well. This white stuff you're seeing is crushed eggshell, as well as the empty shells of snails that got out-competed and didn't get enough food. So a lot of the mid-range, size range snails are dying because there's just so many snails in here that I can't possibly put enough food in to feed them all without constantly fouling my water and needing to do like daily water changes, which I don't have the time for. Right now I change water in this tank probably twice a week because I want the fish to grow quickly and I want it to stay pretty clean. And I feed it small amounts, probably anywhere from 6 to 9 times a day, just depending how busy I am. But I'm home most of the time. I'm a stay-at-home dad, so whenever I walk by the tank, I basically put a pinch of food in. And that's another reason I'm doing water changes so heavily, because huge bio load with all these snails, plus a ton of food. You just gotta vacuum the grout regularly and keep up on it, or your fish are gonna grow extremely slowly and you're gonna have poor water parameters, etc., etc. So, to conclude, these guys are for sale. Please buy them. Link in the description below. These guys have survived hemorrhagic septicemia and are now breeding slowly but surely, and hopefully I will have them to sell in the somewhat near future. Everything else with the tank is going great. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to make sure that you can stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Bye.